Let's take a look at what happened today with Tesla. So we closed up $12.69. That's up 5.33%, closed at 250.67. Post-market, we are down by $1 approximately. So let's look at the facts and see how we can profit from those facts. So let's just recap a bit. We are still into this downward channel. We had a smaller one that started March 27th, and the price has been caving into that line right here. This is the line we've been caving to. Boom, cave in, cave in, cave in. Today, well, if we take a look at this, we are pretty much right smack on it. So from the caving in perspective, we are not too sure. We went outside, but we finished pretty much right smack on it. We are going to take a look at the 1-hour chart to get more details. So Tesla is definitely moving up a little bit. We are moving up. If we look at the high of the day, it is higher than the high of yesterday, and the low also is higher. So for the past 3 days, we have had a move up in the Tesla stock price. What did happen yesterday? So yesterday we had the earnings call, and the Tesla did not do too good. The analysts were expecting earnings to be at 0.41, at 41 cents. And they were at 27 cents. So this is a 34% negative surprise. In terms of revenues, those reported revenues were at 19 billion and the estimate was at 21 billion. So a 9% negative surprise. So the financial analysts, based on the fundamental information, this is what we call fundamental information, the financial information, the sales and everything, the profits and everything. This was not a good quarter. So Q1 2025 was not a good quarter. There are many reasons for that. I have a video that I did yesterday that cleans up the audio for the earnings call. You should listen to this because Elon is saying very important things. But basically, the fundamental data was not good. So we could have expected that the stock price today would be going lower, but it's not going lower. As I just mentioned, we are going higher. And this is a great occasion for me to remind everybody that it's not the news that make a stock go up or down. It's the behavior of the people that are buying and selling Tesla stock. We cannot help it if more people are buying Tesla today than yesterday. We cannot help it. And if more people are buying, they are pushing the price higher. This is what we have right here. Why do these people wanted to buy Tesla stock today after a bad earnings call? Well, we can only speculate. We don't know and nobody knows. We can only speculate that maybe people are looking forward to the fact that Tesla is going to have full self-driving robotaxis in June. They are planning to have 12 as a pilot program in Austin, Texas. So within this quarter, you are going to be able to see Tesla robotaxis in Austin giving people rides, and most likely you are going to be able to maybe try one of those rides. So this is a pretty interesting outlook. The stock market is looking forward a whole lot. Yes, the Q1 2025 quarter was not the best, but the stock market is looking ahead. If the past is not good, but you tell your investors that you just discovered a gold-laying goose, then who cares about the past? We care about the future and we want to make money with those golden eggs. So this is a little bit what is happening right here. So this is part of the story. Also, another part of the story is that Tesla is going to start ramping up the production of its cheaper car, which might look like a Model Y, a taxi, something in between the two. So they are going to start producing this year. And if I remember correctly, it's going to happen within a few months. The future is looking kind of rosy, even though the first quarter was not that good. Part of the reasons why the first quarter was not that good is that Tesla has decided to upgrade all factories, all Tesla Model Y factories across the world at the same time so that the new Model Y is going to be produced. So this caused a delay in the production. So there were less productions. So this is one of the reasons why the earnings was not super good. There are other reasons. People don't like that Elon Musk works for Doge. And Elon has mentioned that he is going to scale down his involvement with Doge. He is still going to work there 1 or 2 days a week, but not as much as he did in the beginning. So these are all factors that give a future positive outlook, and this might be enough to move the price. Some institutions might also have decided that Tesla is looking good in the future. We should invest now, even though the stock is in the tank. We don't need to know exactly why things are moving. We just need to identify specific, significant move. So on the daily chart, we cannot call a buy alert right now because we don't have stochastic over 60. We are barely above this downward resistance, and we are pretty much right smack on it. And on top of it, we also need to look at a potential congestion zone that we could get stuck under. And we have one right here at 262, just a bit below the one that we have at 273. So, we don't have all of our criteria, so we cannot call a buy alert right now. It's possible that it continues and goes up to $500 within a couple of years. But we are identifying here high probability trades. So, we have a few criteria that we like each trade to have, and this one does not have it on the daily chart. On the 1 hour chart, then this is different. On the 1 hour chart, what happened today is that we broke outside of the downward channel that we had here, and we had identified this resistance right here at 245.68, which we were under. We opened super high, came back down, and when we saw that things were going to go back up, this has provided an entry for us. So some of us took it on the Discord channel, and right now we are a couple of bucks down. Post-market is at 253, so maybe things are going to pick up a little bit. And the stochastic was over 60. This was a buy signal that we took. There's some resistance, as we saw today. There's some resistance at 260.39, then at 273.79, a little bit at 284, and the main one at 291. Playing it on the 1 hour chart when the daily chart does not have a buy alert means that we should only play on the 1 hour chart for just a little bit of a swing. We should not go all in because we don't have the daily chart buy signal. So the 1 hour chart buy signal might only last and should only last for hours and days. So this is how things work. If you position yourself on the 1 hour chart and you trade on it, you need to watch your trade every hour. And chances are it won't last for days. It will last for many hours, maybe more than 7-8 hours, which is a day. But you should count it in terms of hours instead of days. When the daily chart is going to show a buy signal, then we are going to start thinking in terms of days. So we can position ourselves for days. Now we are positioning ourselves for hours. So some people sold when we started to reach 260. Others are staying in it to see what is going to happen tomorrow. Buying is not such a personal decision, but selling is a very personal decision. So this is what we have with Tesla. It's going to be interesting to see if things continue going up tomorrow. Let's take a look at the VIX. VIX is down. We are down almost 7% today. We are at 28.44. We are still high. This is still a high. We should always keep that in mind. This is a high. It's not really conducive to going long except for short little bursts of profit. And if we go on the 1 hour chart, we have this congestion zone. On the VIX, we see that we are stuck between these two lines. We are zigzagging right here. Right now, we are close to the bottom of those lines. Hopefully, we start breaking this line at 28.19 and start going lower and lower and lower, maybe down to the next support and maybe down to 22. That would be great, and 20 would be even better. Trump seems to be easing the tariffs a little bit. So if he does, or if he is more vocal about this would help greatly. Look at Dow Jones. So we had the green candle yesterday. Today, another move up, caving in to 40,041, but still up 1% for the day. SPX, another move up today, but we are still into this downward channel. Still no stochastic. So again, on the daily chart, we don't have any buy signals yet. NASDAQ, the same thing. NASDAQ playing outside of the downward channel. This is an indication, but it came back in. This one is back in, and Tesla is pretty much right smack on it. No stochastic again. Russell, we are gaining stochastic over 60. A nice move today. We are sitting on support right now. So let's wait for tomorrow to start to conclude that we have a little bit of buy on that one. So let's take a look at some Tesla news. We are getting piped into our Discord server. There's a Tesla executive cancels Rome conference trip over security concerns. A Tesla senior executive has canceled her attendance at the conference in Rome over fears of protests surrounding the car maker in response to Musk's right wing to cut the waste. Tesla cars, infrastructure, and offices have recently become targets of vandalism in several countries, including Italy. Tesla stock rises after says time at Doge will drop significantly. So maybe this is a reason why the stock is moving up. Also, Elon Musk says that China wants assurances that the rare earth magnets needed to build Optimus will not be used for military purposes. So China does not want to export as much rare earth. So it wants some assurances that the US is not going to build bombs with them. Bombs or robots or whatever. And news are starting to come out about the cheap EV. So Tesla's dirt cheap EV might just be a basic Model 3 or Y. Yes, Mr. Genius, it is going to be built on the same existing lines that Tesla has. So it won't be a different kind of truck if it's going to be on the same line. So yes, it's going to be a basic Model 3, a basic Model Y, maybe a little bit shorter. We don't know. But still, I think this is great news. Each time Tesla lowers the price of their cars, they are going to sell more. That's how demand works. So yeah, this is another reason why we are using technical analysis on this channel, because you could have bad earnings and a stock could still go up. Contrary to logic, this can happen and it has happened in the past. So if you take a look at April 23rd, right here, Tesla had bad earnings, 8% negative earnings surprise, 4% negative revenue surprise. What did happen? The stock went from $145 to $273. So that's a nice ride. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.